Hello, hello. It is Wednesday, hump day. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello, hello. Let me say hello to everybody. Laura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Jesus and House of Dave, and Philip and Sam and St. Clinton, and Bill Knaus and N1QOV and Red Stapler, Angie Jonas and Fairy Lover and Wing Doggy. Let me make sure I got everyone. Hello. Sorry, I haven't been feeling well the last few days. Hello, 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 Nick or Marcel. Hello. Marcel. And Angie says I see it. It's in my head though. Angie says she changed her name. Oh, great! You want me to learn a new trick? She's no longer Angie Jonas. She's Angie Tomlinson. He's a One Direction person. Oh, great! You know how bad I am at learning new tricks. Angie. All right, I've got. I also call you Lucky Girl, too, because it's in my head. Even though I now say your name twice, usually. Usually I say your name twice because it's in my head. I've memorized all the names, and I say it the same order, like, every time. And so when I add a new one, I still say the old one. So I've got, like, Fairies Lover, Angie, Jonas, Lucky Girl, Sue. Exactly. Angie Tomlinson. Oh, thank you, Wing Doggy. No, I didn't see it, but yeah. Yeah, and even though it's Linda Polly, I still say Laura Star, so. Yeah, sorry, I had like 2 days of just migraine. I could barely read, and it's hard to, I can't talk or like read when I'm having a migraine that bad. It's just seeing spots. So sorry I missed you guys. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I had a really great weekend. And did I see a movie? I can't remember now. I think I did see. I did. Oh, I did see a movie. Yes, I did. I saw a movie. It was uh Meru. Sue says there's a new social media platform where you can reach more people. It's called Blab. Sue knows every new. I saw a movie. It's actually more of a documentary about these rock climbers and the most dangerous, most difficult mountain to climb called Meru. And amazing footage with these guys. Not as tall as Everest, but much more difficult. So that's what I saw on Sunday, and it was crazy because these guys they're like literally hanging on the side of a cliff for like a week. It's like straight, like sheer, like straight rock wall, and they're just like ding 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 climbing up, and it's freezing cold, and at night they just like hang a tent on the side of the rock face So they're hanging like a little bag on the side of the sheer rock, like miles up in the air. It's like hanging like a little bag against a rock. They're in there. It's like instead of a tent on the ground, it's a tent just like hanging on the side of a cliff. Yes, freezing their butts off. And hi, Thesis. And they're climbing. It takes them like a couple weeks to do this, so they have the same clothes, shoes, socks. You don't change your clothes while you're like climbing Mount Everest or whatever, or a mountain. So you get trench foot. Your foot. They showed their feet afterwards, like oozy, bloody, gooey. Besides frostbite. Not just frostbite, but frostbite and trench foot from like being like wet and moist for 2 weeks in wet socks or something. I don't know. And they almost died. It's crazy. But it was amazing footage because as they're doing it, they're making movies and taking pictures, and every picture is like a National Geographic stunning picture because they're on the side of a mountain. How is everybody else's weekend? I have no idea, Linda. I hope you all had a good weekend. A delicious, delicious, wonderful weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Ate lots of yummy food. Sue says I should try to broadcast on Babbel. She knows the tech person there and also the developer from Babbel, and met the YouTube CEO last night. Wow. Well, you know what? Sue, send me a like a Twitter message, like a private message or whatever on Twitter with the okay. Blab IM? IM? Is that, or did you mean com? Blab.im? Is that that's a website? I've never heard of the IM ending. Is it a new one? I will check it out. LabIm. Wayne Doggy says live stream broadcasts live on Facebook. Well, I actually kept most of this. I've kept the chat stuff off of my Facebook. I've kept them separated. I haven't done a lot of promoting of like the talk show on Facebook. Maybe on my Lorielle yeah, I've just tried to keep it. They launched 2 days ago. That's pretty new. Tisa says, I went to the Woodstock reunion Friday. I saw Marshall Tucker and Leonard Skinner. Well, that must have been fun. Who's that horrible music guy? Who's that bad guy that likes to kill things? No, he's like a southern country killer guy. Like very horrible. Oh yeah, Ted Nugent. That's the one. I couldn't remember his name. Ted Nugent. He's a horrible, bad, nasty person. Eesh. Every time he says it, oh, there's so many horrible people. And the thing about the freedom of the internet is they're all able to express their opinion. Really sick of that. Ew! David Jones, don't even. Seriously, David Jones, you're trying to make me ban you? David Jones says he's awesome. You are so. Are you just trying to provoke me? Oh, you're poking me with this stick. Oh, speaking of killing things, that guy that two things that have made me angry. First of all, Oscar Pistorius, the guy, the South African Blade Runner former Olympian with the no feet, who killed his girlfriend, like shot her through the door like 4 times, and then said, "Oh, I thought I was a robber," even though the bathroom's in the bedroom where he was having a fight. Yeah. Neighbors heard them fighting all night, and then he shot her through the doorway and then lied, cried on the stand, said, "Oh, I thought it was a robber," made up a whole story about how he accidentally shot her, even though he on record of having a fight all night. He deliberately shot her. He only got 10 months in jail. He's already out of jail, and now he's house jail. House jail. Yeah, he put on an Academy Award-winning performance, Linda. The only thing he was upset about was the possibility of he was just determined to get out of it. That guy is he makes me angry. Well, now he's on probationary house jail, meaning he gets to stay in his luxurious mansion, but he can leave for meetings. It's disgusting. He murdered this girl anyhow. And then the dentist guy who killed the lion, that horrible, he might never get shot. I think South Africa, or he might never get charged. I think South Africa, or no, what country was it in? They were trying to extradite him, but they've charged the 2 guys who were hunting with him. They charged them with crimes. But he's not going back there unless he's dragged back there. So I don't know if that's ever going to happen. And he's reopening his dentist practice. Yeah, and Jared, the subway guy, pedophile. Yeah. Not that I was a big fan of Subway anyhow. Yeah, ew. What is going on? What is going on with people? Hackers hacked into Ashley Madison, the website for cheating. The website, it's supposed to be like Match.com for people who want to cheat on their husbands or wives. So this website threatened them, said that they had hacked into them and they were going to release all their information unless Ashley Madison paid them money or closed down their site or something. They made some demands, which Ashley Madison ignored. So yesterday they dumped like 32 million pieces of information, like users' credit card, name, address, like everything. Your whole, if you were on Ashley Madison, Joe Smith, in New York, here's my credit card and my address, and I'm looking for a blonde who, wants to squash bugs. I don't know. All of it, it's online. Now, it's going to take a while for people to sort through it because there's like 32 million pieces of information. It's like gigantic. David Jones says 10 gigabytes of data. But yeah, somebody's going through it. Credit card information, all that. And apparently, one of the things that really made the hacker group angry is that, first of all, Ashley Madison, they were angry because they were a scam company, because it turns out 90 to 95% of all the women's profiles on the Ashley Madison site were fake, made up. Like, they would make up fake women's profiles to get guys to sign up and join and pay their money. Like, hi, I'm Jessica, and I really want to get busy with you tonight. Shit wasn't real. Jessica didn't really exist. They made up fake profiles to lure in customers. And I've never been on the site, but I was shocked. They said the hacker site said that 90 to 95% of all of the women's profiles on Ashley Madison were fake, generated by Ashley Madison, and which is why they were angry about them scamming people. And they would also then charge their customers. A guy says, say you're on it and you say, okay, I want to close my account, cancel, delete it. They would charge you $19 to delete your account so that you wouldn't, all your files would be erased. Guess what? They didn't really erase them. They just took your $19. Yeah, so this is, I guess that's what made the hackers so angry. That and the cheating. And the lying. Hello, Sam. Hello, Philip. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, and I think we're going to be hearing about, some lawsuits, people suing Ashley Madison for their private information being released, suing Ashley Madison because information that was supposed to be deleted was never deleted and then released, suing them because the site is a scam site that had fake profiles just to, nobody was cheating because it was all fake women. It was just a site to get you to spend your money. I just read something that that one Duger, the Duger son that was the child molester that molested his sisters. I just read something, and I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I just read an article that said that he had a profile on Ashley Madison. Now, I don't know if that was real or somebody making stuff up, because people do make stuff up on the internet. But yeah. Ew! Ew! Yeah, the guy who molested his 5-year-old sister. Yeah, he's just curious. So it's crazy. What is this craziness? Tisa says he had a Did you really, Tisa? Because if you do, for anyone who did, well, you're not married, but for anyone who did, your information has been, you might want to check or change your credit cards or whatever, because your name, address, credit card, I mean, that's just a treasure trove for all these hackers that are already, like, stealing people's information. Laura said she never. I've heard of it, but I never. Now here's my question. Here's my question. This website, the website like for cheating, for cheaters, it's called Ashley Madison. What if, because those are common names, what if your real name, you're a girl and your real name is Ashley Madison? Or even or you could even be a guy. There's guys, it's an English name for men too. Ashley is also a man's name. In Gone with the Wind, Ashley. And I think there's Ashley Hamilton. There's so it's in the US it's usually a girl's name, but in other countries it's a guy's name. What if your name is Ashley Madison? Ashley, the girl's name, is spelled just like the website. Madison is a really common last name. Ashley is a really common first name. There's gotta be at least 20 people with real names Ashley Madison. Because the site's only been, the site is what, maybe that site's been around, what, 5 years, 10 years? Not. So there could be lots of people who were, you know, over 10 years old, even under 10 years old, if you've never heard of the name, with the name Ashley Madison. What? What do those people do? So how was everybody else's weekend? Did you have a good weekend? It was super, super hot here. David Jones says, never trust a man who is willing to dress as a clown. What does that mean? It was super hot here. It was like 100 degrees inside of my apartment. Now it's much cooler, but over the weekend it was really, really hot. David Jones says, lots of pedophiles and axe murderers were clowns. Where is this information coming from, David Jones? Was this some sort of study? You mean for Halloween? David Jones says John Wayne Gacy was a Halloween. You mean for Halloween or for like a job during his summer job during high school, his first job? Like, what do you mean? Like as a job or just a costume? He had a job as a party clown. They paid. Yeah, you're right. If somebody's a weirdo, that would be a really good job to have because you're in costume with makeup on. People wouldn't recognize you if they saw you in the street in your regular street clothes. People they're letting you into their homes. You can see everything that's going on. You're like a funny, trusted person. And you would have access to kids and people and parties and stuff. Yeah. Well, I don't know anyone who's ever been a clown, a paid clown. Though I would say that I wouldn't hold it against someone if somebody dressed up as a clown for Halloween, because it's a common costume. It's a very simple, common costume. So I wouldn't say that for Halloween costumes, but maybe for a paid job. Speaking of which, I think there's a movie, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that's being remade. Angie says, it's so long. It's so good to be back here after being away for so long. Well, we were just thinking the same thing, Angie. It's so nice to see you after being away for so long. And we're glad you took the time you needed to take care of yourself or do your thing or work or whatever you were doing. I'm glad you were taking care of yourself. So it is 5:46. I was actually going to go shorter today, but I made it through all the way to 5:45. I wasn't sure. I'm still feeling a little weak and beat up from like 2 days of migraines. But I will be back tomorrow for stupid question day. We're gonna see if that genius hat is still working. I hope you'll have some questions for tomorrow. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mina and Star Raven and Angie Tomlinson and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Sue and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Winged Doggy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Marcel and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Red Stapler and Joe Barney and N1QOV and Philip Chandler and Sam. Thank you for checking in. Marcel, let me make sure I got everyone. Winged Doggy, Bill Knaus. All right, kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye. I love you. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. I always say Marcel. Bye.